Hello, this is Tuesday, January 12th, 2021. And I guess as I say the date, it's actually my father's birthday, who passed away actually in, I guess, 2015 now. Wow. Um, yeah, feeling a little um, I guess emotional about that as I say the date. My mom is in Japan, and we speak every day. Actually, around this time, it's currently about 4:30 here, Eastern Standard Time. Um, yeah, like she and I speak pretty frequently. Have always spoken very frequently, but ever since I've been diagnosed, we've been speaking every day. And so when I spoke with her yesterday, it already would have been the 12th where she is. So we talked a little bit about the fact that it was my dad's birthday yesterday. So yeah, so miss him so much. But and he passed of cancer as well. But yeah, so that's one thing to mark today anyway. It's been a few days since I've last recorded, so I just wanted to get in front of the camera and record. Um, yeah, just been like just feeling so yeah, like you could see, I haven't recorded without a head covering in a while. So this is what's looking like with my hair. Um, I have a little bit of length at the top, and my sides are a little bit shorter, but like home, like pandemic haircut, which is not very pretty, but it is what it is right now. um, Joe and I, in the last couple of days, we both are like looking at each other, going like, we need to really clean this up for ourselves. Like, he's probably needing a haircut, and I'm probably needing a haircut, and stuff like that. But actually, like having it sort of like swept back a little bit at the back is actually kind of feeling pretty good for me at the moment. But I feel like the sides and things like that need to be a little bit cleaned up. I have pretty thick hair, so thick and straight hair. So when it's pretty short, it can get spiky. So I'm gonna probably start looking like a porcupine sometime soon, especially at the sides over here. But yeah, like I've been feeling like pretty okay about it in the last little while. Um, Watched this documentary called Andre and His Olive Tree on Netflix. And it's an interesting documentary, especially if you're somebody who likes food, and maybe even in that particular case, sort of like, Michelin star like type stuff, and sort of the, I don't know, like the work and the kind of craftsmanship and the artistry that goes into someone who runs and has aspirations of having a Michelin star restaurant. But the interesting thing I mention, the reason why I mention it is because at the beginning of the documentary, at the very, very beginning, the first few opening moments of it is he's sitting in a barber's chair getting his hair sheared, and he's talking about how, and he just keeps it shorn. And I think he just goes in and just gets it like just to the skin every week. It seems like that seems like that's what he does. And he's talking about how there are certain things that you can keep simplified, and those things he keeps simplified because it allows him to be able to concentrate on other things, or to put his attention on other things. And that's kind of how I've been feeling. I mean, I think that's also a philosophy that I have. There are certain things that require detail and thought and attention, and then there are other things that could maybe be simplified, or not to get too fussy about things. And part of, I think, for myself anyway, the challenge is in being able to identify what are the things that require more of my attention, and what are things that I can simplify so that I don't necessarily have to put too much effort, energy, and time into those things. And I think that that's a philosophy that I've held for myself for a really long time. And when I've spoken about the challenges or the conflict or the confusion that I had about my hair in the past, I think that that was where I was at with it. And I guess the first of my videos where I talk about losing my hair was just published today or yesterday. And there was a comment from Sandra Gilbert. Thank you so much for a comment, Sandra, where you're right. I mean, it just gets worse before it gets better. Yeah, it just keeps falling out. And it really is, it is just better to take care of it, or just to make it so that there's nothing to have to kind of have like it's just not something worth having as part of having to deal with it, or to have it as part of my consciousness when there are so many other things to think about and to put my attention to, I guess. But I don't know. At the same time, though, there is a part of me that I guess has a level of attachment to my hair. Not as much as maybe I might have thought, but at the same time, maybe a bit more than I might have thought as well. Again, still conflicted and weird about it. But I'm okay with how I'm feeling and looking with it right now. So that's where I'm at with my hair. Yeah, I have a few more days left before my next chemo cycle, which is going to be this Saturday. And what I've really been enjoying this last couple weeks, 2.5 weeks, is not having any appointments, to be honest. I haven't had anyone come through, like no nurses coming through, no appointments that I have made really in the last 2.5 weeks. And that's just been really nice, to be completely honest. And so my first thing, getting back into the, so I guess the swing of things, was going to be in a couple of days when I have to go to the hospital to get my blood work done, and then back in for chemo on Saturday. And then I have some appointments next week that might be kind of heavy. And I think there's a couple of appointments that I should be making in the next little while, just to check in, particularly around my mental, emotional health, that kind of thing. But yeah, like it's just, and the reality is, like, the nurse, the home care nurse should have come in this week and last week, but they haven't been in touch with me, and I've been sort of taking care of my own, taking care of like cleaning up my own dressing and things like that for my biliary drainage bag. So that's something that has to get done every week. But the nurse actually, the home care nurse, has shown me how to do it. And I guess just in the last few months, like watching the nurses do it, I've, the different nurses do it, cleaning up my dressing and cleaning up my, the entry point of the tube, or the exit point of my tube, and then cleaning it and dressing it. Like, this is something that I've been watching for a bunch of months. And then the home care nurse that comes in now, she's showed me what to do. So it's something that I've been doing on my own, even though I think she was supposed to come in like last week and this week. But it's like I said, like it's nice to not just to go through the day and just set my own schedule and get the things that I need to get done or not. But that it's under my own kind of volition. That's been really nice, to be honest. And I feel like I'm just going to be diving back into appointments and being on other people's schedules and that kind of thing in the next little while, which not really super stoked about, but that's part of, I think, what this is, the situation is. So it is, it is what it is. I just also wanted to just mention that yeah, so that's actually as I was gonna say something about how Joe and I watched like Wonder Woman 1984 a couple days ago, and I had a couple of things to say about it, but I just heard my phone. I think that's my mom getting in touch with me for the day. So I'm actually going to sign off here and just get in touch with her and see how she's doing. It's apparently snowing pretty heavily in Japan, and she's been snowed in the last few days at her place, and hopefully she's been able to just get out for a little bit and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to get in touch with her and have a chat. So I'm just gonna do that now, and I hope you're taking good care, loving care. And as I always say in every video that I do, please take care of yourself. Please take care of those that you love and care about. I send you a ton of love and care, and I really appreciate all the support and the love and care that I've been getting back. So thank you so, so much. And I will talk to you again real soon. Chef's kisses and goodbye. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.